everyone. So I wanted to sit down real quick and do a video basically sharing with you guys kind of like what's been going on this week. So I figured I'd do just like a sit down chitty chat style video. I've been a little absent from YouTube. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw the post about my Shih Tzu Freya passing away. She passed away unexpectedly, and I just needed a few days off. Again, it was unexpected, and we were all like really bummed out, obviously, about that happening. And I just was not chatty. I just did not feel like filming. I just kind of needed a few days. And so again, I've been absent from YouTube. I just, I did post a grocery haul video on Saturday, but that's a pretty easy video for me. I just basically go to the grocery store like I normally have to do, and I just set the food up real quick. I film everything with what I got, what my meal plan was for the month, and that's a real quick, easy video to do. So I did that. But besides that, like I haven't done a video since like, I don't even know. I've only posted like 2 videos, I think, in the last like week and a half or 2. So anyway, so I just need a few days to kind of cope with the whole Freya thing, and been in a little bit of a rut because of it. But I just trying to push through that. So really sad about that. I also wanted to share with you guys that we put an offer in on a house, and that didn't go through. So that was another reason why I was kind of bummed out this week. I will post the video up here of the, we did some house hunting, of course, that's what we've been doing. And we saw a house that we really liked. And I wasn't really super sure about it at first because I wasn't familiar with the neighborhood, and I just don't want to like jump into a house and I don't know anything about the neighborhood or the area or anything. So I took a few days to kind of do some research, look through the neighborhood, look at other homes, kind of what they were going for, just really try to educate myself. And we went and looked at the house again a couple of times, and Matt and I were like, we like it, so let's put in an offer. And the house structurally was in really good shape, but it needed some updating. It had like wallpaper everywhere. It definitely needed new carpet in like every single room. All the flooring needed to be replaced at some point. And so we put in a low offer, and we knew that the buyer or the seller wouldn't accept it immediately. We knew that there'd be some kind of negotiations. So we put in an offer, and the next day heard back. And he countered, of course, which again, we were expecting. And the counter was not like super great. We were kind of a little surprised that we didn't think that he like didn't come off a little bit more than that. But we thought, well, but this is a game, so we have to do this back and forth. So then we countered again with what we thought was a really good offer for him and I, the seller and the buyer. We weren't asking for any closing costs. We were gonna pay for all of that. The offer was, I felt like, was very good for the home. And so we were kind of excited. We thought, well, if he doesn't accept this, he'll counter with something pretty close, and maybe we can just settle and be done with it. But we didn't hear back for, it was kind of a little while. It was at least more than 24 hours. And so we were kind of expecting to hear something. But then my realtor called me pretty late. It was the same night that Freya passed away. And she said, well, they have another offer coming in. So I guess they were kind of waiting on that other offer. I guess they got wind that another offer was coming in. So, you need to come in with your highest offer if you, want to continue to pursue the house. And honestly, Matt and I, were so bummed out about Freya that we weren't really in the mood to kind of do any of that, and B, we weren't really happy about that just because of the fact that we felt like we had already put in a pretty good offer. We didn't really like that we kind of had to wait to hear back because they were getting another offer coming in. I mean, I know real estate and I know that that's how it works, but we just didn't really feel super thrilled about that. We're like, we've been talking to you for the last 4 days. How come now we have to go into a bidding war over the house? So yeah, so we weren't really thrilled about that. And honestly, we'd already kind of put in what we felt like was a pretty good offer, and I did not want to have to go into a bidding war to win this house. I just feel like we have done so much the last two to 3 years with paying off our debt and selling our home and renting and saving up for an emergency emergency fund and then a house fund and, you know, doing all these things. And it's like, I don't want to blow it at the very end and overpay and get into a bidding war over a house because I have house fever. It's something my husband calls like the eBay effect, where it's like you see an item that you like, so you bid on it, but then someone else bids on it, so then you bid and they bid and they bid and you bid, you know, and you just keep going. Next thing you know, you've overpaid for an item just because you wanted to win the bid. And so I really am wanting to avoid, obviously, like a bidding war at all costs. And so we backed out. And you know, we liked the house a lot, but I didn't love it so much that like it kept me up at night. I just was dreaming about it, you know. But more importantly, I just want to get a home for a good value. I don't want to overpay, and I don't want to get wrapped up because real estate is emotional. And yeah, so we backed out and didn't pursue it any longer. Which, you know, again, it's like when you make the decision to put a offer on a home, it's an emotional decision, you know. And so you even though you try to prevent it, you're already emotionally moving into that house. I mean, I was even asking my husband which closet he wanted, and then I realized I was doing that. I was like, don't get emotionally attached. You're already emotionally moved into this house. Don't do it. But it's just difficult. So so the house didn't work out. So that wasn't good. But you know what though? I have full faith that God is guiding us in the direction that we need to go when it comes to our home. And I actually watched a video a couple of weeks ago by Maureen over at Glitter and Groceries whenever she and her husband were house hunting, and she honestly had like the best attitude. I remember she was like, they had looked at a couple of houses that day, and she said that there was like one house that they thought that they would really like based off the pictures online or whatever, but when they got out to the house, it wasn't as good, you know, as far as like the condition or whatever. And she said, yeah, you know, she's like, I was a little bummed out, but you know, you know, I know that God, you know, has the right house for us, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It wasn't meant to be, so I'm not going to get bummed out. I'm not going to let it get to me. And I just remember thinking, like, that's such a good attitude to have, because it's like with real estate, it is a stressful, emotional thing. And so I was like, she's right. Like, if this house wasn't meant to be, it just wasn't meant to be. So I'm not going to get all wrapped up and like bummed out about it because our house is out there. So so it didn't work out, but of course, you know, I still let it get to me. So but yeah, so I'm over that now, and I'm ready to kind of hit the ground running and go house hunting some more. So that's basically an update. And so yeah, so I'm gonna choose to be happy and cheerful. It's Christmas time. I'm so sad about Freya, but it's just things like that happen sometimes, and I'm sad about, you know, the house not working out, which is not anywhere compared to Freya, but I'm choosing to push past that and to have a better attitude. So that's my update, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in another video. Sorry, real quick. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that I was in such a bad mood last week. I did not post, I was planning on posting a video about a Christmas card exchange, and I didn't post it because, again, I was in a really bad mood. But I went and checked my P.O. box this evening, and I had some Christmas cards from you guys, and honestly, like, it makes me want to like choke up. Like, I love getting mail from you guys. I think it's so fun. And so I decided to do it. So I'm going to do the Christmas card exchange this year. So if you guys want to send me a Christmas card, I will leave my P.O. box down below. Please do so. I will respond. I will send you a Christmas card. I don't have any super fancy ones this year with our pictures on it. Didn't have time to do all that, but I will respond. So I'll leave that down below. Please send me a card. I would love to receive them. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and once again, I'll see you in another video.